Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new video, an update on the 1964 Corvette Stingray by MPC. So today, Tuesday, we went ahead and got the opportunity to clear coat the Corvette. All the parts have been clear coated along with the body. We have the hood, the interior. So let's go ahead and focus on the interior. We got a couple close-ups right here. And then I'm gonna switch up with another one here, but let's see here. So this one, you can see the side profile of the car, the paint job, and now you're starting to see, some dark and some light areas like fades. I really like this transition right here, how it gets really light and then it gets down back into the color and also going up above. And then we have that center line as well that gets a bit more darker, almost emulating kind of a racing stripe in a way. And there's the rear that we had modified, and it's all like just looking like one piece right there. And then what you're seeing there are the effects, what looks like a mixture of like metallics and just like maybe like a hint of pearl, but it's more of the metallic. Let's keep rotating. And right now this is House of Color Show Clear. I just shot it maybe 3 hours ago and it's still drying. I'm not touching it. I have it actually inside of a container. And this right here is, obviously it looks very like glass. I guess you could say that's like the term a lot of people use. It's like, oh, it's wet, it's glass, right? Just look at that shine, how it pops. Like it looks like it does not need any cut and buff. There's really no orange peel, nothing crazy. But when I inspection this, let me point something out. So a lot of the times, once you start clearing more and you start getting it to this kind of shine with Show Clear, there's going to be some moments where you are going to get a little bit of debris or like a reaction. And I know right here in this little area, there's something right there. I don't know if you guys could kind of see that. Look how I turn it. There's something there. That all that needs to be is just sanded down and buff down. That's it. Just that. I don't really have to do the whole body. It's just like little areas like that. I noticed somewhere in the back right here, unless it leveled out, but there might be an area even right here that I might need to like wet sand and clean that out as well. And then let's see, let's keep going. So kind of the same in the front, like everything looks pretty uniformed right there. Let's see, let's change up the angle here. But yeah, this is the Strato Blue. I'm really happy that I went with this color. I didn't want to go too dark. The blue is used a lot with the Corvettes, and I was like, man, like I think this is a nice one right here for especially wanting to showcase like a custom paint job. You really don't see too many custom paint jobs with this car unless it's like a something from the 70s, something really wild. So there you see the blue stripe in the center right there, and in the rear, and there's a close up. So all you see, this is all House of Color. And, I pretty much the way, how this lays out for those that are watching this for the first time is everything was metallic silver, which is the Silver Max, and the blue, the first stroke that I did was down the center line. I went ahead and I just hit that dark right there. About, I would say like 6 passes back and forth. One, like from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that was it, right? We got it nice and dark. And then from there, we start focusing on spraying, but on these edges right here, right? That edge, this edge. Instead of 6, now I'm doing like about like 2 passes, right? Back and forth, turn it around, back and forth. Now we have 2, 2, and 6. And then I go, all right, what about right here? Oh, let's highlight it with 1. Boom, back and forth. Here, let me do it better. Right here, back and forth. All right, let's turn it around. Let's do this one, back and forth. And it's not like, oh, you got to write it down. And no, after a while, you just kind of just go for it, I know in the beginning I was like, oh, I got to write all this down. But no, after a while, you just kind of get the hang of it, This paint job here, though, it was inspired by Gary Seeds. I was like, man, I really like the transitions, the switch ups on what he does with his paint jobs. I'm still learning a lot of that stuff. I'm not even there. I'm trying to get there. It's gonna take me a lot of models under my belt to get to that level. And let's go ahead and take a look at the parts right here. So let's see the dash. Let me pull it off the thing here. Let me take off this tape. All right. So here we have the dash right there in the same color. And then here we have the top part. The center is also dark in the center, lighter on the edges. With this, when you clear it, it's not really good to leave this like standing up like this after it's been cleared. Just because if you put a lot, you're going to get runs. So it's best to just level it. So I had it like this, and I put a piece of tape right up here, holding it off the edge of the table, right? But obviously the stick more inside. And then that was it. It levels out. I even got this little heater. I started putting a little heater on it. Like right now, it just started raining right now. But like really chill though. It's going to go away. But the weather, it's not like it's sunny out there. So I had to throw a little bit of heat in there. And this one's already cool. It doesn't even smell, but I know it's still curing. The same with the seat. We put a little bit of Klear on it, not too much, just a little bit. It has a little bit of a sheen, that's for sure, right there. But we're not too worried about it. So we got that. Oh, the exciting one for me is this helmet, man. I don't know if it's gonna pick it. It's so small, but it's so cool too. Yeah, I gotta put my hand probably in the back. Look at that, the racing helmet. Look how cool is that? We got it to match the center of the car, so this is gonna be a cool one right here. We got steering wheel that's already been cleared as well, along with the column, and the engine's all cleared up. Let's go slow rotation. Dark in the middle, light on the edges. Dark in the middle, light on the edges. All right. Then we have the interior. What is this? The engine bay area and all that good stuff. You guys know more about this than me. What do you call this? Look at that. We got some gloss in there. I especially wanted to hit the fenders because when the hood's open, that's what these two fenders is what you're gonna see most, right? When we're showcasing the engine. Interior, nothing fancy, just really light around the here. This thing's holding up with tape. I better get it. I just better take it off of that thing now. Here, let's see. Let's remove it. We got it removed. We went ahead and sprayed more Klear onto the roll cage and then the back, wheel well top areas right there. Ugh, look at the inside. The floors look pretty whack, right? We're going to cover up the floors though. So I wanted to get it like this because later we're going to put something in the back and we're going to put something on the floors as well. We're going to cover that up. But the rest, you're going to see it. So I want to show you guys this so you guys can see this later, the transformation of what we do. So that's there. The hood. Oh man, I had a horror story thing, something that happened to me today with the hood. And I'm sure this happens to every model builder out there. And it happened to me today. And it happened right before clear coating. I couldn't believe it. I dropped the ball, basically. Like, I just could not believe it. So this has already been clear coated. This is also pretty wet or whatever. I am going to have to clean it, like wet sand it. It's very glossy. And also the same, I had to like tape it down, level it like this. But we have this separate. So, oh man, let me show you guys this. We got to be transparent here, right? About what's going on. Let's see if it even gets it. It probably won't even get it. Let me see. Come on, man. It's focusing like in the background on whatever, but it's probably not even going to get it. Right there in that corner, above the hinge, there's this little piece right here got chipped. Right there, look at it. I dropped the hood. So I had done the video yesterday with the hood on, right? I had a piece of tape holding it after the paint session and everything. Then I took off the tape. We did the video, but I left the model like that. And I started putting everything ready for clear coating, everything. I never once thought, oh, let me take off the hood and and set it down on like this on a stick because I'm gonna clear it. No, I had it on there. So it's on the model still, and I have this. And I'm like, oh, let me blow the dust off. So I'm blowing the dust off with the airbrush, and then I turn it sideways. The moment I turn it sideways, the hood falls off, and it falls on the ground. And I was like, oh no, I could not believe it. And I already knew for sure it hit the corner of the, and it did. And I was like, dang. So I didn't want to bother in repainting it because I already knew that to repaint that little thing, I'm going to end up ruining the whole paint job. I'm going to end up overspraying the color and it's going to change this side to that side. And that was it. I was like, nope, that's it. So clear coated it. I'm going to deal with it later. I think once the clear is done, I'm going to, like I said, wet sand the whole thing and then polish it out. And then the side, I'm just going to keep sanding smooth. And then I'm going to probably go in there and start to maybe get a little brush and touch it up of the same color or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll darken it. Maybe I'll put a black line around the whole thing, whatever. When the hood is closed, you might be able to see it. You might. Now that I pointed it out, if you guys ever see it in person, you'll know what I'm talking about. But for those that, like, if I don't say nothing, no one's going to know. If I keep the hood open, displayed, no one's going to know, right? But that's what happened. But I'm telling you, just so when it happens to you, don't beat yourself up. Just figure something out, right? All right, now this part, right? This was like my centerpiece right here. I was very excited about this. I was like, oh, dude, heck yeah. Cleared it. Everything was good. I had it chilling, did 2 coats, and that was it. I didn't need to beat this thing up with clear because it was already good. So then, like I said, I got my little heater gun. I started heating up everything, you know, to speed up the process, right? And next thing you know, I'm heating this thing and I'm like, you know, with the little heater, like, zzz, like just heating it, hitting all the sides. And then I turn it to the side when I'm almost done with the session. And I turn it, and I'm like, wait, what's that? Look at that right there. It's like the heat made it react, you know, like it was too hot. It started to, almost like it started to mess with the clear and it started to kind of bubble up the paint right there. I gotta put my hand again. But it's all this area right here. And I was like, oh dude, no. So same thing. Once so there's two little things, right? So once that's done, cleared and everything, wet sand the whole thing, I'm gonna go in there, lightly scuff the area. And depending what it is, I'm just gonna go back in there and just possibly hit it with a little bit. And this one for sure, because it's a whole separate piece. I could go darker and and then later re-clear it. It's not gonna be a big deal, you know. We could still blend it in, or maybe I could do some type of, I don't know. Maybe I could put chrome or something. I don't know, on the sides. I don't know, but we'll figure it out, you know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys and give you guys an update where we're at now. You know, we're moving pretty fast. You know, from Sunday, which was primer, base coat. Saturday, that was Sunday, and then Monday was giving it the paint job, and then today, Tuesday, we're clear coating it. So all we're left with is we got to put this away. We got to let this dry, and then come back and start, you know, wet sanding and all that. But in the meantime, while this is drying, we could go ahead and start working on that glass and everything else, prepping everything. So this way, everything starts to come together. We'll put it together, and then this will be done. I know the tail lights, I'm missing a set. I only have the housing, so I'm gonna look through all my parts boxes. If I have some extra tail lights or whatever, or even just like the clear red plastic, I might cut and make my own kind of tail light for it. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. But thank you guys for watching. Take care. Peace.